What is expense ratio and does it play a major role in investing in a mutual fund? So this is what I'm going to talk today. And hi, hello, this is Ganesh Santuru, your stock market profit coach and author of the book One Page Stock Market Plan. You check the link in the description if you want to buy it out. And why this expense ratio? Why people are going a lot about focusing on expense ratio? Because whenever I post a video on mutual funds, the first question has been, will this fund perform or not? That will not be the question. The point will be, what is expense ratio? What is expense ratio? I thought I should give a clarity on, should you focus on expense ratio more than the fund's performance or more than where they are investing your money, because every product will have an expense ratio. Remember that. For example, insurance is going to have, every product will have their own expense ratio, because they are not giving for charity, they are not doing for charity. Every mutual fund is having a own expenses, management expenses, portfolio churning expense, and also all the related things they will put it down as a common expense ratio. If you can check the fact sheet, you will know how far it will grow. And generally, for all equity funds, when they are launching up to 500 crores, the expense ratio may be between 2.25 to 2.5%. Okay, that will be the expense ratio. And whenever they are going up to 1000 crores or 2000 crores or 4000 crores, after 10,000 crores, it comes to less than around 1.5%. And after 30,000, 40,000 crores, the expense ratio will be around 1.25 to 1.3%. Okay, so if you are investing 1000 rupees in the first year when it is new NFO, the expense ratio will be 2.5 rupees, 2.5%. So out of 100 rupees, you will be losing 2.5 rupees as expense. When you are investing, when the fund has grown up to 40,000 crore or more than 10,000 crores, your expenses will come down to, out of 100 rupees, your expense will be coming down to maybe 1.5 rupees. Okay, just look at the way it has come down. Half of it has come down, and slowly it will also come down to around 1.2, 1.3. Okay, this is what expense ratio is all about. Get the clarity right. Okay, let's talk about the next important, how far it is different from other products. Because when you think about insurance, the expense ratio will be like very high. The same portfolio management, all the charges, mortality charges will come in because it's an insurance product. Okay, that is the reason I tell insurance and investment should be different. Because as an investment you are adding portfolio management charges, and as an insurance you are adding mortality charges, both coming together, it's of no use, right? So that is the reason expense ratio of insurance has always been around 7 to 9% in the first 5 years, and slowly it comes down over a period of 6th year, 7th year, but still around 5%. Keep that in mind. So that is the reason mutual fund is far better than your insurance products, any insurance products for that sake. And if you are taking traditional insurance products, we never know what are the expense ratios. Blindly they are going to give you double the amount paid, but the returns are going to be less than 5-6%, not more than that. So that is for sure. So just keep it away. That's not an investment avenue at all. Okay, now you should be clear. Every product is having an expense ratio because they are not doing for charity. I'm repeating this point again. Okay, now let's talk about the direct was regular, because with this only so many online platforms started. They started giving mutual funds a direct and regular. That is where the problem started. And SEBI also given a clear mandate that all the consolidated account statement should have how much commission your agent has received. Just remember, you are investing something and he's helping you in facilitating, and he's helping you, the distributor is helping you and understand, making you understand about this particular fund. And whenever you are having doubt, he's helping you, and he's helping you in closing down the mutual fund or adding up or doing partial withdrawal, giving you knowledge and all these aspects, right? For that only he's getting the commission, right? Any business if you do, and if you are going to a hotel, you are going to get paid, you are going to pay the restaurant like how much ever you and the same restaurant, if it's a five-star restaurant, you will be paying more, right? You can't ask why you are charging the same biryani some 1000 rupees, whereas in a normal shop you are going to pay around 150 or 200 rupees. The huge difference is because of that. And also in a common restaurant also, you will be keep on paying the some amount of fees, right? That is the fees. They need to bring in the rice, put in everything, and then only they can serve. That is a cost involved. Similarly for mutual fund also, the cost involved for mutual fund companies is something, and the cost involved for the distributor to give you the products. He needs to learn, and that is his bread and butter. He needs to earn, that is something like that. But and this is also at your discretion. If you are somebody who feels that I know learn, I can learn everything, I just want hand holding, you can go to the registered investment advisor, learn about direct mutual funds, the same concept you are learning yourself, and he will be giving you, and if you're learning and investing, it should be by yourself, right? And if you're approaching a registered investment advisor, pay a minimal charges, get the recommendations, and then invest. By this way, you will not lose much money, and you will be investing in a proper manner. This is the best thing to do. So because a distributor is helping you, because that is his business, because he's helping you to maintain in a common website, and all these things nowadays people are providing, all these need some cost, right? For that only he's getting the commission, maybe 0.35 to maximum 1% in the beginning. That is what you will get in the beginning. You will never know should you invest in this product or not, because that is where all the mutual fund companies approach the distributors to give the products, to sell the products to all the new people. That is called new fund offer. It's not like IPO. All the people directly nowadays, market is there, people are checking out the IPO, NFOs, new fund offers of mutual funds, they can invest. But when it comes to investing initially, it's all about the distributors who take this product to you. And if you're, I say, the bigger clarity between the direct and regular, and if you're interested, make the go through the distributor. If you feel that that's okay, somebody is earning because I'm investing, that's okay, because that is his business. If you feel that I can learn, I can do that, I don't mind, I don't want to pay somebody, learn and invest by yourself, put in your learning, and it takes a hell lot of time. I can say that. And without losing money, you will not do that. And another thing is, you pay a smaller amount for registered investment advisor, go for him, pay for him. Every year you can do the review and learn for yourself over a period of time. So these are all the different things. And again, there is something called index funds, where the expense ratio is something like very cheap, and just because it's index fund, you will not get huge returns. An expense ratio is going to be around 0.25% average expense ratio. And when you compare with the best performing funds, it may be around 1.5 to 2%. So the extra returns what you're going to get may be around 1.5 to 2% at the maximum. Okay. And the small cap fund returns can give you 18% or 20% or 25. I'm not saying during the bull period, I'm saying at any point of time you may be getting more than 15 to 18%. But whereas an index fund, during an average returns, it's around 12, 13 or 14 maximum, not more than that. And that is a Sensex thing. So just because you are getting 0.25, if you feel it is the best to invest everything in the index fund, and no, India is having a lot of potential in the next 2 decades. So active mutual funds in India can grow. This can be a small portion, maybe 10, 20% or 30% do it in index funds. Remaining, go for active mutual fund. So this is something you can try it out. And the index fund expense ratio is around 0.25%. And another last point is about ETF or exchange traded fund. This gets traded in the stock. It's traded similar to stock, particular stock. You can buy and sell this single ETF. So this ETF, if you look at, the expense ratio is between 0.19 to 0.85. So you can calculate the expense ratio difference can be between 1 to 2%, again the same 1 to 1.5% in the case of ETF. But again, just because it's ETF, it is going to replicate the Sensex or Nifty or a particular sector. And if the particular sector is going good and they will be investing only in the top companies, the weightage will differ. So for sure, you can invest a portion in ETF or index, but just let this not be a only factor to invest. Expense ratio is there, but on top of it, how far the fund does perform, how far the portfolio is constructed. If you can go deep, you can learn and invest, or else just check the performance and money control for the last 5 years or 10 years. Based on that, you can stay invested, because SBA small cap, Axis small cap fund has done good. And some of the diversified funds are done extremely good. ICICI Prudential Value Discovery, HDFC FlexiCap Fund. HDFC FlexiCap is in the market for more than 24 years. If that is the case, just look at how much experience the fund manager, the fund is experienced, and it is more than, I think, 30, 40,000 crores. And the expense ratio is going to be around 1.5 to 1.75, in that range. And for 1,000 rupees, 1% is 100 rupees or 200 rupees max, 150 rupees. Just by giving it out, you're not going to lose your fortune. And even if you are, even if only if you're having a corpus of 1 crore or 2 crore corpus, at that time, paying 1%, your mutual fund distributor is helping you to build up a corpus of 1 crore. At that time, he's going to get you making a money of 0.5 to 1% at that time, because your corpus would have built up, your fund would have grown, and at that time he may be getting 0.5 to 0.75% or max 1%, and that should not be and he will be making 1 lakh, right? He's hand holding, that is the amount he's getting paid. And this is a market, this is how it works. If you feel that you can do it on your own, you can do it, it's at your own discretion. And this is how Amphi is also telling, choice is yours, right? But ready to make a, it's choice is yours, make a wise decision. It's up to you. Thank you so much for watching.